All right. Wow. So I'm back at it with Jaguar Wright. I haven't done a reading on her in a while, but the last readings that I did on Jaguar, I spoke about how she literally can trust no one. And she's in another position once again where she's finding out people that she thought or considered to be friends were not friends. This is the typical energy of a truth teller has no friends. Okay? I'm going to delve into what's behind this current arrest and what is the energy of the people who have taken her into custody. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And I've already prayed off camera, but I'm praying for a heavenly veil of protection, not only over me, but everyone who is watching this reading, that you are protected by the highest of the heavenly avenging angels, that the charges will come before not just me, but all of you who are in reach of the sound of my voice and able to see this video. We're in some very, very strange times right now, but the truth will prevail. 2024 is just the beginning. This is a spiritual raid, and a lot of doors are about to get kicked down. A lot of people are about to be exposed. So if you think that 2024 is wild, the next 2 years are going to make you clutch your imaginary pearls. Without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and tap in. Can someone please do me a favor and timestamp this reading for 2 minutes and 30 seconds? And I will definitely go ahead and pin it in the comments. Wow, hold on. I already know this is going to be a doozy because there's no way that this incense should have literally fell the way it did. It looked like somebody picked it up and threw it. Goodness gracious. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides of the highest heavenly order, please tap me into the energy around Jaguar Wright. Show me what's not seen. Let's get to the bottom of things attached to this arrest. What is actually happening with and around Jaguar Wright? Okay, so we've got the Ace of Cups here. Ace of Cups not only represents love, but it represents vast abundance, okay? And you have these fish swimming around, which are the offspring that actually feed off of this abundance. This environment, this bubble that was created, that creates wealth, okay? So you have people who are nervous. They are afraid of the infrastructure being affected with their abundance. Okay, so you've got the King of Swords and the High Priestess. So I'm not surprised to see this because Jag has very strong masculine energy attached to her. And that's not to take away from her feminine energy. If you're someone who is enlightened, you understand exactly what I mean when I say this. This in the High Priestess. So for the most part, you know, her truth-telling, her storytelling abilities about things that happen in secret, about the things that are unknown, are threatening the stability, the wealth, and the abundance attached to these people. Yeah. Right off the bat, guys. This is the energy of the messenger, and Eight of Swords is, you know, binding, someone going to jail, being locked up. This is allegedly someone's way of killing the messenger without actually having to take them away from this realm. Yeah. Now here it is at the bottom of the deck. You got the Three of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Okay. So you've got this person who is putting out stories, for the most part, that are true, that is in heartbreak due to someone who decided to use a fraternal order to pick her up. Six of Pentacles. Baby, listen. Six of Pentacles with the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Someone manifested this. They paid a pretty penny to make this happen, allegedly. Before we go any further, this reading is for entertainment purposes only. All things said are alleged. Allegedly. Yeah, the Nine of Wands and the King of Cups. Okay? So someone is very, very vexed. Okay? King of Cups is someone who feels very deeply about the things that she says, even though they don't speak publicly, and they feel wounded. Okay? Because the wounded warrior is somebody who feels like over and over and over again they've had to go through this cycle with her. Doesn't have to be a water sign, but this is someone who literally is seething deep in their emotions. Now, the Ace of Cards led, and we saw the School of Fish under the cup, which represents the abundance that trickles down from this person into the atmosphere around them. So for those of you who understand about the aquatic world, you know, the shark and the remora. The shark eats and feasts first, and whatever falls by the wayside, the remora feed off of. So as you can see, this King of Cups has this school of fish around him as well. And you see he's the one holding the chalice. So that connects this person to this chalice that has the school of fish around it. And this person, like I said, they're in high anxiety because this peace dove, okay? Peace doves represent messages from God, but they also are a symbol of crossing over, okay? So when you see doves released at a funeral, you need to look closer to the person who has passed away, because that in itself is imagery and symmetry used for communicating in the occult that something was done and a message or a mission was completed. So we've got the Fool here and the Five of Pentacles. So it's like this leap of faith or foolish decision is going to lead this person to the Five of Pentacles. And see, the Five of Pentacles doesn't necessarily mean just financial decay. It doesn't mean just, you know, homelessness and losing everything that you have, because that's what they want to do to her because they feel that she's foolish. But Five of Pentacles also can represent spiritual poverty. It can represent taking a leap of faith that turns into something foolish that will cost you in this realm and the rest. You got the Nine of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Six of Swords. So, wow. This person in particular has a lover that is leaving them behind right now due to them being so toxic. This lover is escaping them to go towards calmer energies. Yeah. So you got this Two of Wands here. This Two of Wands represents a choice that had to be made. And the choice that this person made was to bring her to rest by ending a cycle that could bring a new beginning. Wow. If they can't take you out one way, they'll take you out another way. And a way to, you know, assassinate someone, so to speak, is not just to unalive them. It's more so to deactivate their word, their works, their character. So if she ends up in a possible facility where they can medicate her, do not be surprised, because it's a way to turn people against her with the idea of, see, I told you she was crazy. You can't believe anything she says. And it's not far-fetched, everyone, because this is something that if you go back in history, not even that far back in history, if you go back in history 50, 60, 70 years ago, that's within your grandparents' lifetime, husbands used to be able to take their wives to mental hospitals and commit them without any proper paperwork. It wasn't until the last 40, 45 years that more questions started to be asked about people being committed. And really, it's the rights for the mentally ill have tremendously increased in the last 20, 25 years. This is how men used to get rid of their wives when they no longer wanted to be married, but possibly, allegedly, could not afford a divorce because they didn't want her to be able to leave with an inheritance that was sizable. They would put their wives in these places, and then once they get in there and they get doped up and they suffer through electroshock, which literally cooks the brain and turns you into a vegetable, they either could divorce you or just leave you in there and move on with their lives, okay? So it's not far-fetched. You've got this Queen of Pentacles under the Ace of Cups. Queen of Pentacles represents an abundant woman, even an earth sign, okay? This was a wish fulfillment, okay? This was a major wish fulfillment. Sadly enough, I'm channeling that there are social media influencers who played a significant role in helping this to come into fruition. God is saying that they will not be untouched by karma. They will pay in other ways, different ways. Wow. Yeah. Seven of Swords and the Strength. Okay. So this was a sneak attack to demobilize her, to render her powerless. That's, you know, because of the aggressive truth that she was telling about things that were unseen and unknown. I feel like they knew that it was only a matter of time before she started to say some things that haven't been said or announced yet. When she said that she's about to really start talking, someone got scared because I've been telling y'all for the last year, she has not even tapped into half of what she could say yet. She's only been confirming things, but there's some things that she hasn't said yet that are so powerful that it would shake the very infrastructure of some very abundant people. And that's what these people are worried about, is protecting their 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, Judgment and the Emperor, okay? This controlling person, this person that sits at the top, they call judgment on her for these messages. This is why she is in jail. According to what my spirit guides are telling me, it was their way of, you know, unaliving the messenger. And they used the law to do it. Now, for those of you who don't know, what she got arrested for when they're saying theft of the U-Haul, according to Jag, when she got arrested after the situation with her and Goomba, which I told all of you, if you go back and look at my old readings, that Goomba was a part of a trap. When she got arrested, the police, according to Jag, got possession of the truck and they placed the truck in the impound. When she was removed from jail and the facilities that she was in, the truck was nowhere to be found. So in actuality, she's not responsible. If this is true, she's not responsible for the truck disappearing. The impound is responsible for that truck. Once they took possession of that vehicle and that vehicle disappeared, it was for the impound to be able to say where that vehicle went to. If they sold it at auction, if it was stolen from the premises, all of that needs to be accounted for by the impound. Now, they could put a judgment against her to pay for the vehicle, but usually, you know, when you rent a U-Haul, there's the option for insurance. So this could have been canceled out by the insurance on the U-Haul. So I want you all to pay very close attention to the details of this. Because why would she only have a bond for $10,000 if the alleged theft was between $30,000 to $100,000? Just, you know, something to think about. Yeah. And see, here's the Chariot, okay? As you can see, you've got the duality with the horses, the black and white, the authorities, the fraternal order. They're on go after this 6 of Pentacles was dispatched, allegedly. And then you've got this 4 of Cups, which is an unrequited offer for the wounded warrior, and the King of Cups. So let's tap into why this is a unrequited offer. Because it leads into this Fool to the 5 of Pentacles. It's something that someone was looking for, or something that someone needed access to, that it's not working out, it's not panning out. The Empress and the World. I got an idea what this is connected to. there was information that was released through a blogger, Sean Davy Way, where he released a phone call between him and Jag, where she alleged that there was a certain party who may have impregnated her. And it feels like this was a countdown, because this was new information that had not been released, okay? And you've got this Empress here in the world, which means there was an end to a pregnancy, a final end. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure I got enough room on the table. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, a decision had to be made on how to invest on moving forward to protect someone's abundance. Wow. And then you got the Queen of Pentacles over here on this side with the Page of Pentacles, which is someone who was in a stable position, possibly a married woman who was pregnant with a child. After a Knight of Wands moment, allegedly. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a card of juggling. Someone was juggling the Queen of Pentacles, allegedly. And there was witnesses to this. Somebody seen this. There's somebody who knows this to be true. So, like I said, what she has already said pales in comparison to what she can eventually say. And someone's very nervous about this, and they wanted to beat her to the punch before she could actually get active with spilling the real beans. Yeah, you got the Sun, the Nine of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. The Sun in this situation means that something was exposed about a wish fulfillment with a Knight of Wands. Okay, and this falls under this King of Swords, this High Priestess, this Seven of Swords, and the Strength. Okay. Yeah, somebody was afraid of what else she was going to say. That was, you know, a bombshell. And see, these people know that a lot of folks don't want to believe her, or they don't believe her wholeheartedly because the stigma is she's crazy. So they want to play with that stigma and take the initiative to show you that she's unbalanced. And allegedly how that can happen is to take her from jail back into a facility, put her in some type of a program where they can keep her quiet and on meds, allegedly. Yep, 10 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. This is something that could have started as a third-party energy while partying, okay? And someone possibly did end up in a family way. And here it is, the Messenger, Knight of Swords, 8 of Swords, Judgment, the Emperor. So the messages that she provided about this information led to this person allegedly using that fraternal order to have her locked up, to impose judgment on her for talking about the paternity of an alleged child that was made in a third-party situation, but ended up not materializing because someone decided to terminate a pregnancy, allegedly. Yeah. 8 of Cups. Walking away from somebody after a secret, the moon. And this is a huge moon at the top of this card. Notice she's walking away from a relationship, but she's facing the moon. The moon is not behind her, which means there is more to come, because the moon has multiple phases, multiple faces. It's the face that is shown to the public versus the other side of it that you don't see. Someone was very afraid of her exposing the side that you don't see. And they knew that she would do this head on. Yep. This opportunity that came in was attached to the 6 of Pentacles in the Chariot. So there was a lot of resources that was put into this, okay? And this is why everybody has to be leery of who even put this information out in the first place about her potential warrant for arrest. Like I said, there are parties that are involved, even on the lowest level, that are being spoon-fed information for exclusives, not understanding how this is going to backfire on them in the long run. See, 6 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is someone who wanted to escape persecution. They wanted to escape the negativity, the blowback. And they decided to spare no expense to silence the messenger. Yep. Using a digestive system to slow down her income. The powers that be through court. Now, here it is. Anything that you had that you were using to make income, they're going to slow down your income. Even if it's the interviews, YouTube money. Now they're separating you from the very people that you thought that you could trust. I'm channeling TLC. What about your friends? Are they going to stand their ground? Are they going to be around? Or will they turn their backs on you? This is the hard decision. Well, matter of fact, the hard lesson that Jag is going through right now. Certain truths. Once you become a truth teller, you have no friends. This emperor was afraid of having the emperor has no clothes moment attached to whatever his lover was going to say. Yep. And this fool who took the leap of faith, because they're already facing the 5 of Pentacles due to an empress that's already in their life. They're going to face the 5 of Pentacles several times over, attached to situations when it comes to women and sexuality, paternity. And this is what this person is trying to escape, okay? But this 2 of Wands that you sold off into, this Page of Pentacles you invested in because you were being exposed by a potential lover, okay? It's backfiring. What'd I tell y'all? Here's the lover. It's backfiring. 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You wanted to put cinder blocks on her shoulders for exposing things that you didn't want said or told. Oh man, the Two of Cups right out after the Lovers, the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles. This person is already afraid of what they're about to lose with their wife due to juggling already. And their Two of Cups, this King of Wands, this fire sign, okay? The truth that she was telling was putting the weight of the world on his shoulders. You know, he wanted to keep what was done in the dark out of the light. Toxic attachments, things that were done. Yeah. The person who was coming in with the messages who got locked up had the judicial system used against them due to the judgment of telling what actually happened with this paternity that turned into this family situation attached to third-party energy or partying, something that could have been a hookup that, you know, may have manifested out of, you know, possibly partaking in party favors, a sip or a sniff, so to speak. Here you go. You've hit the table. Mr. Fire Sign. And you spared no expense to send people allegedly after this person because you needed to protect opportunities that were coming in, protect the things that you invested in, your foundation, your stability. Obsessive even. You'll do anything to protect what you've built or allegedly have stolen. Mr. Wounded Warrior. And see, now that I'm looking at this, you're also the Wounded Warrior because of this situation that's attached to you with this King of Cups that's having a unrequited issue, Four of Cups, with the Justice that is slowing down his money because you know that the authorities, the ultimate powers that be, are on his ass and they have separated from him. They're walking away from him due to foolish decisions that he made. He is losing all his money attached to what he did to a woman. Okay? And now you are separating yourself from that person to get away from that toxicity. You made the decision to invest in other things. Oh, you just leaving spiritual signatures everywhere because the Lovers represents a choice and a lover. And now you're in hermit mode, separating yourself from everybody because you're trying to insulate yourself and put yourself in a bubble. And you don't need anything else getting out, anything else being said. But baby, when I tell you, you can't stop the rain when it starts to fall. You've got ancestors. You've got spirits of the angry dead. You've got spirits of children that are not here. You've got a lot of spiritual repercussions that are coming for you. Like a tidal wave, a tsunami, an earthquake, a tornado. I mean, literally, you've got every karmic energy that is in the universe coming after you. Like natural disasters piled on top of each other because the universe has decided that you're a blight and it's time to clean house. When it's all said and done, the house that you built will be blown away, wiped away, burnt down, and casted out. You will be blotted out of all the rules and record labels and books that you are in. Your name, your very name, will become a curse word. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. Not even this. Yeah. The conflict in her communication was affecting your stability. You were afraid of what she was saying affecting your the institution of your marriage. And I do say institution because everything to you represents business. Just like a King of Swords, someone very analytical, not emotional. Everything is logic. Everything is numbers. Everything comes down to the bottom line. You will throw anyone over, you know. This is a throw the baby out with the bathwater type of person. Sorry, not sorry type of person. Rather it's you than me type of person. But this time, sweetheart, not only is it going to be you, it's going to be everybody attached to you. You're going to be trying to grasp on everything on the way out the door. And there's nothing that's going to be rooted and grounded deep enough that you can hold on to that's going to keep you from being dragged on by karma. Yeah. You needed to get her alone. The Hermit. You needed to separate her from anyone that she was around. Separate her from support. Because there's some truth. There's some strong truth to what she was saying. Yeah. Conflict in communication. Her harsh communication. The things that she was saying about you, Mr. King of Wands, Mr. Fire sign. The spotlight she was putting on the stability of your relationships, your commitments. Yeah. This intuitive woman. This woman at one point in time who was very kind, very sweet, very loving to you. And see, one thing about water is water can be calm. It can be soothing. And then it can be raging. It can wash away everything in a blink of an eye. When it decides to fight back. Five of Wands. Now you've got this Four of Wands falling under the Nine of Wands, the King of Wands. Baby, your secrets even got secrets. Because now there's secrets that are attached to your marriage that are also attached to this King of Cups. And it's the real reason why somebody is walking away from you. Not because of what Jag has said, but because of what's going on with this King of Cups. That's what's affecting, you know, business agreements, contracts, negotiations, and agreements in your marriage. Four of Swords, Five of Wands. So this was your way of, you know, bringing an end to this fighting, a ceasefire. Separating yourself from people, removing yourself from what appears to be toxic publicly because you have high anxiety, no rest for the wicked, no rest for the weary. When the wicked perish, the meek will inherit the land. You see this peace dove? That's a messenger from God himself. Your time is dwindling down. Look at that. Your union is coming to an end anyway because of choices that you made, things that you decided to invest in, something that has to do with other lovers. All coming to an end. So I'm going to end this reading here because I have several other readings to do, because highly weird it appears to be on fire. So this is going to be a lot of content for me. But this is my energetic tap in on Jaguar Wright and her current arrest over the U-Hauls. So I think I'm going to call this one Jaguar Wright, U-Hauls and hauling ass. To everyone who watched, I thank you for your support. I thank you for your viewership. Many blessings to all of you. And let this be a lesson to not be so quick to be dismissive and consider someone crazy. Because to render someone crazy, incompetent, mentally ill is the easiest way to quiet a voice when you don't like what it says. Oh, man. This reading is adjourned. Talk to y'all soon.